when I was growing up, I remember my parents really loved taking photographs of our family. When we were on vacation, when we went to Kavookjian, as we did pretty regularly, when we had birthday parties, when we were making our first communion, my parents would always be there with a camera in hand. My parents, when we were little kids, had one of those big, bulky cameras that looked like a box. It was interesting. You had to load film, you had to feed the film, roll it in, and feed it by hand. If you didn't do it right, then the film would get exposed and, you'd run the risk of losing any chance for photographs. It was kind of a hit and miss operation. And then you had to buy flash bulbs. Remember flash bulbs? These square things you had to plug into the camera. And so when you click the photograph, the bulb would pop, the light would go off. Sometimes they would be, they wouldn't work. You buy them in a package of 12 or something. They were disposable. So you go through a lot of these flash bulbs, and then you, of course, use up the roll of film. Then you would take the film out and put it in a little canister, a little thing, and then you take it to the drugstore. Mom's drugs in those days, and you leave it there. You put it in an envelope, put your name, drop it in there. And then they would develop your photographs for you. You weren't guaranteed anything great, just you had to take what you got. By the time I was in junior high school, though, Kodak started coming out with a new Instamatic camera. It was pretty sleek. And the film was now in a cartridge that you just popped into the back and closed it. And also it had its own built-in flash. That was an amazing thing, that it had a flash built in. But then, you were given a certain amount of photographs. 12, maybe 15 or 16, I don't remember. After the cartridge was exhausted, you pop the thing out, and you take it to the drugstore again. You still had to develop it in the same way. Then a few days later, you go pick up your package, and voila, there are your pictures, right? Anyway, I remember getting one of those sleek cameras, like when I was in the 8th grade. What is the first thing I did is take it to school and take photos of my friends and my teachers. Over time, my family accumulated dozens of photo albums. When my father died, my mother decided to divvy up those albums between me and my brothers. We had so many of them. I want to say maybe 30 photo albums. Most of them were of me, It wasn't to be expected, of course. But now we look through those photographs, those albums that you had to put the picture in and lick the little corner things and put them under the plastic. Most of them are yellowed Polaroid shots that are fading. Even the later photos are a little better quality, but they're losing their luster too, right? But between me and my brothers, I think we have thousands of photographs of our family life over the years. I never really appreciated them until my parents were gone. Sometimes I'll pull one out and just kind of look through it. Those photo albums document the life of my family. One of the wonderful things about photos, they capture the memory of certain people or certain events at one moment in time. When a loved one goes, we want something that will outlast them. Photographs do that. Something that will stay with us. Something that will help us remember them. And remembrance is at the very heart of what we are doing this evening in the Universal Church. On this first night of the Sacred Triduum, or 3 days, that make up what we call the Paschal Mystery of Christ. That is his suffering, death, and resurrection.